Welcome to another video, guys. Today we're gonna be learning about how you can efficiently be winning champion training tournaments and champion training events with ease. Back when I was starting out the game, this was probably single-handedly the best and most important skill I had to learn, and this really skyrocketed my progress, so I'm sure it will help plenty of you as well. And even if you have seen videos like these before, you might still want to stick around, because I do have some other tips and tricks up my sleeve for how you can do this efficiently. Hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's get into it. Don't forget, if you're thinking about starting a raid right now, definitely use my very generous download link, which gives you two of the best epics in the game with Rector Draft and Ugo, which are really some of the best support champions you could have when you first start off. They are actually endgame champions. Like, you really want to be using that download link if you're planning on starting to playing raids. So, this time we have champion training, which is definitely the better event to be having, not to be mistaken with the champion training event. And the reason behind that is, if you click on info, you're gonna see you actually have plenty of different ways of you to actually get extra event points. Because with the event, you only get points from ranking up champions as well as leveling up champions. Which is all fine and cool, but the real points come from ascending champions, and mostly from using skill tomes. Like, look at this nonsense. Mythical tomes give you, a single mythical tome gives you 500, a single legendary gives you 200, and the epics and rares also ain't nothing to scoff at, so yeah, definitely pretty good thing to have at your disposal. But let's start off by concentrating on the thing that's true for both events as well as tournaments, which would be how to level champions and how to rank up champions. Okay, first things first, I need to get myself a bunch of food, so let me open up a bunch of mystery shards, which is honestly the best way to be using your mystery shards. Right now we also have the champion chase event. Yeah, event, right? It's actually summon rush event. Doesn't matter. What's important is we are getting points by opening a bunch of mystery shards, so might as well get some like that. And this is also gonna give me plenty of food to work with, so I can show you my strategy and progress. If you double click, these things open up a lot faster, which kinda helps. Come on, game, figure it out, please. People are watching. Alrighty. Okay, can I get at least a rare? Answers to these questions and more. Fun fact, the odds of you getting a rare out of these is same as the odds of you getting a legendary from ancient shards, so yeah, it's not exactly very likely for you to open a rare out of these. Okay, still no rare, but whatever. I think, oh, there you go. Last one. I was just about to throw in the towel on that one. Okay, so we go up to the tavern, and let's visualize a big mistake a lot of people, including myself, used to do back in the day. Starting off with this level 30 champion. I have a level 30 champion. Well, I can't even visualize this very well for you right now because I simply don't have enough food ready. But yeah, a mistake people would do is they would rank up this champion with 3 level 1 3-star champions, which, if the main goal for you would be to just get yourself level 4s, level 5s, so you can get yourself level 6s as fast as you can, I guess that is the right way of doing things. But if you are planning on winning tournaments, winning events, what you should be doing is you actually need to be ranking up your food, leveling up your food more like it, so you can get yourself a bunch of free points. For those that didn't understand that, trust me, at the end of the video you will understand everything, because I'm gonna give you a lot of things to actually see in practice. You should be able to pick this up pretty easily. And here's what I like to do when I level up champions for tournaments and events. For those of you who don't know, you can actually click this little button and it's gonna start you off from your lowest star champions first. I myself did not know this for quite a while. I had to scroll down all the way down like this for quite a few months, not gonna lie. But yeah, this button is a game changer, especially since if you actually scroll all the way down and you want to actually level it up, you can also click this and it's gonna show you the bruise real quick. So yeah, this is a little bit of a neat little trick I was sleeping on for quite a while. Anyway, enough sidetrack for that. What you want to be doing with your level 1 champions is you're not gonna waste time getting a little bit of levels in here. What you want to be doing is you just want to max these out to level 10. If you're swimming in mystery shards, you could just go the easy route and instantly rank them up with just a bunch of other level 1 idiots. But what I like to do usually is use 1 brew and 3 level 1 idiots and just rank them up like that. As you saw, this only gives you 9 points for the tournaments, nothing to write home about for sure, but as soon as you start ranking these up to level 2s and such, you are going to have a lot better time later, and you're going to be able to rake in some really good points. I know a lot of old creators, not old, basically experienced endgame creators, don't even bother with rank 1s anymore or anything like that, but I myself am like a year and a half into the game only, so I still have to maximize on this, and most of you probably also do, so definitely don't sleep on your 1-drops. What I usually do is rank up all of the colors, 1 for spirit, 1 for magic, and when I'm done with those, that's usually enough for me to rank them all up with the rest, which are the force champions. We go to rank, instantly rank up, double check if the game is not doing something weird for you, like feeding a 9-star, like level 9, you forgot to max out with a couple of more 1-drops, and yeah, we rank all of these up. And yeah, that was 11 champions, 55 points. Still nothing to write home about, but let's not forget we're doing this mainly for getting yourself 2-star champions that you are going to build into 3, into 4, into 5. Okay, I actually do have one of these leveled up only with a brew. I forgot to feed him a few of these. There we go. Thank you, game, for not actually feeding it and me not noticing. So this is what we're doing with the 1-drops. We don't bother with them with campaign farming. We don't bother leveling them up halfway and then feeding them. We just use them for 2-drops. And now we have plenty of 2-drops to farm. When I first started, I used to actually level 2-drops into campaign, because these actually give decent amount of points. They give like 15 points in campaign per run, which is decent-ish. But now my norm would be to get at least 18 points per run for my 8 energy, so nowadays I don't really bother leveling these up. I just max level them, like I make them into 3-star idiots, and all it takes is 5 brews for that. So yeah, we slap in a bunch of brews in these, get out of there. Just click the max, rinse and repeat. It's a little bit tedious, but it definitely is going to be raking in a lot of points for you, and you are going to be getting your champions nice and big. Rinse and repeat. Pay attention to how much brews you have from each, so you don't spend too much of one type and stockpile a bunch of the other. Try to be balancing it out. And by the way, my brews are always around these volumes, and I always kind of use them on these events, so definitely a very, very sustainable strategy. Like, you should be getting potions, you should be getting brews from all sorts of different places with ease. So definitely try to keep on using them. The void ones used to pile a lot for me now back in the day, but with progressing into the game, you're obviously gonna get your hands on a lot of void shards and such, so you should be having a good time. Okay, so like I said, we're not wasting time with these in campaign. We just brew them up usually. You could also use it in campaign actually. What you can do is slap campaign with these 10 times, and that is gonna get you a bunch of 20s like that as well. Make sure to get yourself a nice little one-shot farmer like this one, for instance. Mine is almost a one-shot farmer, like he's almost doing everything here, but just a wee bit on the short side. And yeah, you do this 10 times, and you're gonna get yourself a bunch of 20s like this, so you can upgrade them to rank 30, the 3-star chickens, basically. And you're gonna notice we are also getting not super good amount of points for leveling them. Like, the first run gave us 15, the second gave us a lot less. Now we're getting about 9 per pop, which is gonna be only 6 next time. And it's gonna come down to only 3 per run, which is super inefficient, but the reason we're doing this, like I said, you wanna get yourself some 3-star chickens. By the way, if you're playing the game on PC, a nice little trick is, if you wanna replay the battle, all you gotta do is press R on your keyboard, and that's gonna do it for you. That's something that really saves me a lot of time when I'm AFK basically farming these, so watching a movie, a video, or something like that. I just slap R from time to time and that gets the job done. So a very neat little trick you could be abusing. While we're on the subject for shortcuts, if you press shift, that slows down your animations for reasons, like nobody really wants to play the game on slow mode, and if you press T, that toggles auto on and off, but that's not really important for what we're doing right now. If you guys want me to do a dedicated video about all of the neat little shortcuts from keyboard you could be using in Raid, do let me know in the comments, would love to provide. Okay, now that we're done with these, making these chickens into 20s, what you could do in order not to go back to Bastion, but if you want to go quicker into your Tavern, what you could do is click Champion and then Tavern, and this way you get into your Tavern pretty quick. You don't need to watch the Bastion with its shop pop-ups and everything like that. We go back to upgrade rank, instant rank up, and again, double check if you don't have some halfway level like this thing, for instance. Damn it, Raid. Why you gotta do me dirty like that? Okay, there we go. We protected a few almost ready for 20s. We rank these up, and now we have ourselves a bunch of level 3-star chickens. We get to level up a bunch. Okay, so what we do with the 3-star chickens, you basically could brew these up to max with 11 brews, which is not a bad idea. But also what you could do is you want these slightly leveled. You want to get yourself a bunch of levels so you can get yourself a lot of points this way. And for the 3-star champions, you want to have these on level 15 from brews or level 12 from campaign. So yeah, we slap these. We get ourselves 28 points for a couple of brews. Pretty nice if you ask me. We do the same with a few more that way. There we go. And one more to boot. Beautiful. Now we can rank up that level 30 we already had sitting away. And like I said, the big mistake would be to level these up with a bunch of level 1s. This is basically what? We had 3 times 28, so that's like 74 points on the table for you, which we could have skipped, but we didn't, because we're better than that. We're built different. Here we go. We rank it up like this. Yeah, we're sacrificing, we don't care. And we got ourselves 50 points for ranking up a 30. And what else you could be doing with the level 3 stars is you could just jump out in campaign again. Here we already have our 3-star chickens we farmed. And you could level up these in your campaign up to level 12. All it takes is 3 battles for you to get there. After that, you're starting to get diminishing returns. Back in the day, I used to level them up to 15, heck, even 18, I think. But as you can see here, for the first battle, you're getting 30 points for only 80 energy, so definitely pretty worth. The second one, you're going to be getting like, how much was it? About 20-ish or something like that. A little bit less maybe, let's see. 18, yeah, 18 sounds fair. And one more time, we're going to get, like, look at that, we're almost up to level 10. Let's do one more time, that's going to give you 18 again. And after that, it starts getting diminishing returns, if you ask me. Not exactly worth your time. This would be, I think, the most efficient way to be leveling these up in campaign. Here, let me show you what happens afterwards. We're going to level these up to 14, so that's going to be only 12 points for you. And getting only 12 points, that's even lower than just farming 2-star champions up to level 6 in campaign a single time. Because that would be giving you 15. So I think that's kind of the break point. You don't want to go lower than 18 points per 8 energy for you to be keep on spamming this. 12 is just nothing to write home about. Since I already started leveling these up, I'm gonna bring them up to 30 through campaign. It's not a bad idea, especially right now we have dungeon divers going. But I'm not going to bore you with this process right now. I'm going to do it on my own time later. And yeah, while we're here, don't forget to use my download link to get your hands on some very amazing champions. Rector Draft as soon as you finish the tutorial. She is one of the best epic revivers in the game. Very powerful, super strong in the Hydra. There she is, really amazing looking champion. And also, as soon as you hit level 15, you're gonna get your hands on Ugo, which is another absolute monster of a champion. If only I could find it. There she is. It's a she. See, I think it's a she. Surely it's a she. Did I just assume it's gender? Never mind. But yeah, Ugo, absolute monster of a champion, giving you some decreased defense, block buffs, very powerful as well, and the healing and that slight chance of actually reviving also ain't no joke. So yeah, do download the game from the link or the QR code. Very massive boost. I humbly envy you for the opportunity, honestly. Okay, so let's get back to business. So back to the tavern where all the money's at. For the champion training at least. And here now we have a level 1 4-star champion. This is where the real bucks start piling in. What you want to be doing with these is you could max them out to level 40 with Bruise, if you have plenty of that, but if you are going to use these just to rank up a already done level 40, you want to use 4 Bruise on them. So you can get yourself up to level 21, and this is what you get for level 21, 60 points. Pretty good stuff, just for 4 Bruise. And as you saw, using a couple of Bruise on your 30s gave you 28, so now using 4 here, you're getting 60, so even better. You could max it out to 40 with Bruise. That's gonna give you a bunch of extra tournament points, not that much, but still a decent chunk. I'm only doing this now to show you what happens on level 5 as well. We're just gonna rank these up with chickens, or no, actually I'm gonna use my champions. I already leveled these up a little in campaign and such, so let me just use them. Normally these should be level 16s, by the way. If you're farming these in campaign, level 16 would be the sweet spot. If you're leveling them from Bruise, they should be on 21, ready for whatever. And yeah, let's just throw one more chicken. Sacrificing away. Now we have a level 5. We can discuss what should you do here. And here I like to drop 8 Bruise if I'm using this to just make it into a bunch of chicken stuff. If not, if I'm going to be using 3 level 5s in the campaign, I'm going to be using 3 5-star champions on level 1 and farm them, I think, 10 times. I think I rank him up to level 24 there, which is pretty decent like that. So yeah, let's just bump this up to 28 like that. You saw we got a bunch of tournament points that way. Pretty good stuff. And obviously once you get to level 6, you are gonna want to farm them up to 60 at some point, but if you're just looking in for a bunch of points, I think around 10 Bruise would get you around level 30. If you're just looking for a bunch of points quick without having to spend too much resources, 6-star champions to level 30 with 10 Bruise usually is the way to go. But if you have 6-star champions, that means you probably want masteries on them, so the best thing you could be doing is just slap 4 6-star champions in the Minotaur, slap in a good Minotaur farmer like a Wukong, like something quick like that, and just slap away. Get yourself all those masteries and levels. Usually it kind of goes toe to toe. By the time you get all the masteries, you're also around level 60, so pretty efficient that way. Okay, so I think we talked enough about leveling up with the Tavern, with the Bruise, with the battles. I'm actually gonna show you this quick little PowerPoint I did. Let me remove my little face out of there for now. No, that ain't it. Screen only, that'll do. And yeah, these are the breakpoints, I think, for easy champ training. Points with Bruise for 1-stars. Like I said, you want to use 1 Brew plus 3 1-star idiots to get them up to 10, and then rank them up with 1 more 1-star. With 2-stars, if we're talking about Bruise, you go 5 Bruise, level up to 20. With 3 stars, 11 Bruise get them to 30, 2 Bruise get them to 12, that would be your efficient breakpoint. With 4 stars, 24 Bruise get them to 40, 4 Bruise get them to 21, that's where you want to stop, with your food at least. With 5 stars, it's not really efficient to level them up to 50, but I think it's around 56 to get them there. For the food, you want to throw 8 Bruise in them, bring them up to 28, that'll do it. As for 6 stars, like I said, you'd much rather do those in Minotaur. And around 10 Bruise get to the level 30, so that'll do it. And when we're talking about champ training, you're not gonna really want to waste your time leveling 1-stars in the campaign at all. Not halfway, not to level 10. Just do them with what I showed you with the Bruise stuff. For level 2 stars, you want 10 battles to level 20, and you're probably better off not wasting time with swapping around for a single battle to get yourself 15 points per 8 energy. That's not going to be super efficient. With 3 stars, it's usually 3 battles to level 12. Like I said, I used to do it up to level 18, but that is not super efficient, so much better to just throw 3 battles in and toss them in the garbage. I also use the farming in campaign, but I haven't really paid attention to how many battles it is. Probably above 20, because it's definitely more than a single energy refill. But not by much, something around 160 or something like that. With 4 stars, you want to do 5 battles. With 5 stars, you want to do 10 battles. And 6 stars, you want to do a ton of battles. But usually not in campaign, unless you're in a hurry to just get some of those points. Okay, moving down to the Ascension and stuff like that. Here, with Ascensions and skills, there's actually something you really need to think about. Like right now, for instance, we have a tournament. And if you manage to actually be lucky enough to get your hands on the Cheshire Cat, you probably would like to get the Perfect Soul as well. I remember not too long ago when we had the Ninja Tournament for a 5-star soul, I almost won the goddamn thing. Like, I was at 30,000 points. I leveled my freaking ass off trying to get that thing done, but at the last second, the guy at second place with like 25,000 points, literally in the span of like 20 seconds, he went ahead and made 20,000 points at the blink of an eye. And how you do that would be, like I said, with the help of mainly skill tomes. As you can see, legendary skill tomes, if you have a bunch saved up, you could be doing some massive amounts of points at a super short span of time. And that goes more than double for mythical tomes, like literally 2.5 times for mythical tomes. So if you have yourself a mythical without skills and you have plenty of mythical skill tomes, you could also get yourself tons of points like that as well. And yeah, it's a good idea to try and snipe important tournaments like this. Like sometimes we've even seen tournaments that give you champions. I think Yasu? No, what was that girl's name from the Mikage fusion? This thing. Yeah, Tatsu. This is one of the champions I could have actually won through a tournament like that, and I almost did, but again, got sniped at the last second. And the way you could snipe yourself would be if you basically bring yourself up to a very respectable position at the last few minutes with the help of the brews, the leveling, all of that stuff. Like, try to slowly build your points that way, and at the last minute, start leveling the hell out of your champions with skill tomes mainly. Right now, I'm pretty happy that we have a champion training tournament, because I can't wait to level up my Newt. I want to ascend him, I want to level, upgrade his skills, all of that. So that is what I'll do right now. And yeah, let's start with ascending. I already ascended him once because I wanted to give him a little bit of awakening. But yeah, ascending a 6-star champion gives you a pretty good amount of points straight up. 86 points like that. Would have been even more. Like, yeah, we do have another 6-star with 0 ascension, so let me show you. If you do a fresh 60, here's what you get, 93 points, which is not a whole lot, but the real money is at the upgrade skill section. And here I have plenty like that, but I'm not really planning on sniping that champion chase anyway, so I'm just gonna level up my Newt nice and good with the skill tomes and get myself 12 tomes right now. That would be 24,000 points. Do I even want to get this guy up to absolutely max though? I pretty much do. Buff debuff chance, very worth it. So let's get all of those skill tomies in the mix. 2,400, easiest points of our lives. This is why it's so important to actually wait for these tournaments to use your skill tomes. Like, yeah, it does require you to exercise a little bit of restraint. But as you see, it pays off in spades. Like, it pays off big time. Like, I had 17 skill tomes burning a hole through my pocket. I really wanted to use them up, but I knew better than that. I knew I had to wait. Even though I do have some champions I'm itching to max out as well. Like, who did I want to upgrade skills for? I guess nobody in particular right now, but I guess the Mad Hatter is something I want to get on the way, because I'm itching to try him in Hydra. It's almost ready for everything, so yeah, I think I'm gonna start slapping the skill tomes here. Oh, it went straight up into the A2. Pretty nice. Do I want him fully maxed? I kinda do, but For now, this is definitely a great start. Would love to get a couple of cooldowns on this too, obviously, but yeah, it's gonna take some time. So yeah, guys, do let me know if I'm missing something here. I think this was a pretty nice detailed video about the subject. Do let me know in the comments if you have some other tips you think I should have mentioned here. Do let me know if you have been doing this already or if you have learned something new. I would really love to hear from you. Would appreciate the feedback. Do let me know what more videos you want to be seeing from me. Being a fresh new raid creator, I'm definitely open to criticism, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open to everything. Okay, I'm almost done editing the video. It turns out it's almost 25 minutes long, but I did remember a few extra tips I want to be giving you before I wrap this thing up. And one of them is you gotta really save your resources until you are into some of these champion training events, until you're into the champion training tournaments. This would massively increase your odds of winning those with ease without having to spend too much energy and whatnot. And what you want to be doing when there's no tournaments and such, you want to be farming up your level 20s, your level 30s, even your level 40s. Best way would be on some of the dungeons like that. Like you should be able to farm Arcane Keep with ease with a bunch of food. Like for me, all it takes is Artec with 4 food champions. That ain't quick, but during the night, it ain't gonna farm itself. I also have a pretty efficient Ice Golem team with room for a bunch of food like that just dies. With Spider right now, we are having the event dungeon with some requirements, but I normally, again, run it with Artec with 4 foods very efficiently. So that's what you want to be doing with leveling up champions during periods where there's no champ training. And it would be best if you actually, if you're going to be leveling anything more than 2 stars, it would be best if you're actually leveling the champions you brought up to 12 or 15 through brews or campaign farming. Bring them up to 30 like that. You want to bring up the level 4s. If you have them already to 21 from brews, you want to be bringing them up to 40, so you don't have to keep on swapping around for the tournament. That's what you want to be farming, but nothing more. You don't want to be leveling 5 stars to 28 or 21 during no champion trainings, obviously. You want to only do that for the sake of the points, not for the sake of just doing it. And like I said, you definitely do not want to be wasting your skill tomes. You don't want to be wasting your Ascensions, usually, even. As long as you want to be having an easy time leveling up during tournaments, that would be the best thing to be doing. So I know it takes a little bit of restraint, I know it takes a little bit of self-control, but trust me, it really pays off, as you saw. We basically had 17 Lego tomes like that ready to go, so that was 3,400 points with ease. Like, just through the video, I'm already halfway through this thing without even breaking a sweat. So you can be sure I'm going to be getting my hands on the top level rewards, which are usually just a legendary book. This time it's actually a mythical, which is 10 times better. Well, not 10 times, as you saw, it's 2.5 times, but it's not exactly easy getting these. Then again, it's even harder getting mythicals, but with all the free mythicals we're going to be getting, I almost have my hands on, what's his face? Carnage, almost have my hands on Lamassu, all of that good stuff. This guy's on the way, obviously. It's gonna take a while, but I will need plenty of mythical skill tomes, so might as well stockpile those. And the last thing I want to mention is during champion training Deck of Fate style events, you want to double check how the map pans out, because they keep switching things up. Sometimes it's actually worth farming even 2-star champions a little for food, because they keep mixing it up, I think. Like during the event Deck of Fates for Freya, I think they had something along those lines, so definitely be on the lookout. Try not to get baited into missing out on some points. Be smart about it and get your farm on. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget you can download the game through my link, so you can get your hands on some pretty sick epic champions, either from the QR code or from the link in the description. Just copy it into your browser and enjoy those cool new champions. Thanks for watching. I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video.